Very warm greetings to all. You all are welcome to Devanagari Calligraphy course. Mayank sir, please.
Okay. Evening, all of you. I hope you are all doing well. Um, so far, we have done consonants and vowels. Does anybody have any problem in consonants and vowels? I can clear it right now. No one? Okay. So before we begin writing today, I would like all of you to take a pen or a pencil and whichever pen that you're using, okay? For example, if this is the pen that you're using, then I want all of you to measure the sheet from left hand corner. And then from here, we make the scale. So if you remember, I talked about making the scale in calligraphy. So we know that there are 5 nuktas for every alphabet. So let's try with this one. So from here, I make 5 nuktas. And I mark it. This is very important. This step is very important. Why? Because if you keep practicing without scales, then your measurements will mess up somewhere. Like every textured sheet has a different way of absorbing ink. So in order to see, you also need to follow how much of the alphabets can actually fit on the sheet that you have. So far I have this much space for writing alphabets, and I know as a fact that every Devanagari alphabet has 5 of these nuktas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 nuktas. So make the scale first, and then we begin. Can I start writing now? If you have made the scale. Can I hear yes and no's?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we begin. So let's start with ka. Make it again. You should fill up your sheet. If you want to save space, you can make this line like this, and then straight line. And this line again, and then straight line. And this line again, straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are two ways in which you can make the crescent stroke. So one is that we have just practiced this one. It's more roundy, it's more circular. And this one here is slightly different. It there's a straight line, and then the curve is quite different from the first one. So you can use this design for a lot of the shapes, the crescent shaped alphabets. So if we write bar with the same style, always practice like this. It will save you a lot of time and not make you learn wrong strokes. Does anybody have any question or confusion with the alphabets that we did yesterday or day before? Because I would love to clear out the confusion first and then move on to the next part. Anyone? No one? Okay. So now we know that, yeah. Yeah, please tell me.
आपके पास
Sorry?
ज्ञान
ज्ञान वाला क्या? सबसे पहले आपने एंगल, ये आपने बनाना होगा. ज्ञा और जा एक जैसा ही है, बस उसमें ई मिल जाती है. ये कुछ इस तरीके से आएगा, यहां तक आएगा ऐसे, फिर यहां से ये ई बन जाएगा. द शेप ऑफ ई will be the last stroke. मैं दोबारा बना देता हूं. Stand alone without scale. ये सिंपल है, इट्स नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट. अगर इसको थोड़ा स्टाइलाइज करना है तो हम ये जो टेल निकलती है, हम इसको स्ट्रेच करके ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं, या फिर ये इस तरफ भी आ सकता है, यू नो, मतलब वो लेकिन बाद की बात है. सो नाउ, फॉर नाउ आई एम जस्ट focusing on the basic strokes. ई एक बार दोबारा देख लेते हैं. ये स्ट्रोक याद है सबको? यहां से एक स्ट्रेट स्ट्रोक जो कर्व हो रहा है एंड में. फिर elongated नुक्ता and then the last curve and the tail. मैंने रियलाइज किया था कि हमने प्रा नहीं किया था. सो प्रा जो है, प्रा का शेप इज similar to pa. Sha, shatkon cha, and pha. It's similar. So you make pa first, and then from here a small line. This too. This becomes your pra. Okay. Something that I really love is this pen. It's a dual tip pen called Tombow. It's actually for brush calligraphy, and brush calligraphy is specifically English. But the good thing about this pen is that it has a flexible nib, and it has two nibs actually. One is a felt tip, and the other nib that you see in this one, the smaller one, I have cut it with the help of a cutter, if you can see. And this can write Devanagari perfectly. Can you see? And if I use the other one,
खाना नहीं खाना
क्यों? ये लो फिर मत खाना खाना.
I'm sorry, someone's mic is on. Can you turn it off? You can really experiment with this pen. You can also do a brush Devanagari, which is like this. It's a versatile pen. Um, it's usually used to write English, and it's somewhat like this. I'll give you a small demo in brush calligraphy, but this is just for introducing you to the tool. So traditionally, a brush pen is used to write the brush English script. That's how this pen works. Coming back to our class, um, we at the end of the last class we had practiced some of the words and some of the smaller words. So I will again ask you all to give me suggestions that I can write, and make sure to suggest a smaller word like village or dil or til or badal, something like that, that can be written in this small piece. Because for now, we just have to figure out how the alphabets together look on a plane. So, is anybody interested to give me any suggestion for a word? Anyone? Okay, let me go ahead and write Badal then. I'm just stylizing it because I just want to give you an idea of how you can connect. It's called a flourish. This thing is called a flourish. It's not necessary, but it does beautify a lot. I'm just gonna write random words now because I did not hear anyone suggest me anything. So I will write it with my own memory, whatever I remember. And you please try to write it with me. It'll be much better. So the next word I think of is wraith. With this, we can connect Kate. Kate is on a similar pattern. Now, the next word I think of is Pret. Dil. Do notice that I am taking little bit of gap between the words. So this is whatever we have written now and whatever we have been doing so far. It's all called, I would like to call it had or limitation. So there are limitations. Limitation not in a negative way, but more in an artistic way, which tells us that we have to follow certain norms to write this. And then if these norms are not taken care of, let's say, it becomes anhad. So anhad is limitless. So if I don't follow any rules or any sort of box or nukta, what would I get? So I will write ka kha ga, but in a non-traditional way.
सर थोड़ा ऊपर कीजिए सर।
अभी ठीक है?
नहीं सर, मतलब वो दिख नहीं रहा है ऊपर। अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा सर। और थोड़ा नीचे नीचे कीजिए अपने तरफ।
मतलब आप कह रहे हैं ऐसे?
नहीं नहीं, क वाला सर देखना है सर मुझे।
कौन सा वाला?
क जो लिखा हुआ है सर, क।
जो ये वाला?
पूरी रो सर, एक मिनट सर।
इस आपको ये सीखना है अभी?
हाँ हाँ, वो एक बार देखना है सर।
ठीक है, आप देख सकते हैं, बट ये मैं अभी सिर्फ आपको थोड़ा सा डेमो दे रहा हूँ ताकि आप समझ पाए कि किस तरीके से हम एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करते हैं इसमें। क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, ये मेरा आइडिया है जैसे, और मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है अगर आप मेरा आइडिया मतलब प्रैक्टिस करना चाहते हैं। बट ये होता है कि जब आप थोड़ा सा वक्त बिताते हैं कैलीग्राफी करते करते, तो आपका एक स्टाइल अपने आप निकल के आता है। तो आ, आप बेशक यूज कर सकते हैं, मैं मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ। इसको यूज कीजिए, आप पिंटरेस्ट भी यूज कीजिए, वहां पर नए तरीके के स्टाइल्स ढूंढिए। तो अभी मैं और भी दिखाऊंगा, ये एक लौता नहीं है। अब देखिए, पथ। अब देखिए कुछ
सर पथ को बीच में लाइए।
अभी अभी इट्स फाइन।
ओके सर।
हाँ, अभी इट शुड बी फाइन। हम इसमें एक और तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं का को। अब अब मैं सिर्फ 3-4 तरीके से का लिखने की कोशिश करूंगा। ये मैं दोबारा बनाता हूँ, सॉरी।
वही मैंग सिंह ही है। आज देखो आज तो वही कोर्स लिए है ना इस बार का उन्हीं को।
अभी ये थोड़ा सा ऐसा भी है कि मैंने टूल चेंज नहीं किया। बहुत तरीके के टूल्स से आप ये कर सकते हैं। लाइक one of my preferred tools is brush, a simple brush, because I really like the designs it makes. So let's just do alphabets again. इसके अंदर एक चीज का स्कोप बहुत होता है. You can actually continue writing and it gives you new strokes every time you do it. So if I have to experiment with this, for example, so yeah, I can give you a small example. So for example, if this one, we just focus on one thing. So calligraphy, in learning calligraphy, there's one important thing. When you practice something, it should be focused. So for example, if you are doing consonants, just do consonants and nothing else. Because if you mix and match things, you tend to get confused. So for now, I'll give you an exercise how you can do it as well. So for this exercise, I am choosing this space and I don't have any set number in my mind, but I am planning to write Om in, let's say, 10 ways. Let's see if I can do that. But this should be your idea, and this can be a drill that you can follow at other words and concepts. So let's begin writing Om in different ways. And this is all mix of traditional and modern. So first we write the most traditional one that we all are very familiar with. So I hope this gives you an idea how you can experiment. But to do this, you need to focus completely on experimenting and forget about the skills that we talked about. So I believe a mix of both traditional and modern calligraphy is essential in becoming a good calligrapher. And I think with this exercise, you can actually build on a lot. So I will give you some more drills to practice, because when I took the first class, you might remember me mentioning this technique, or rather a drill. And this drill is nothing but mix of lines. So the first drill is, and this the the meaning of this drill is just to make your hand comfortable and loosen up. So the first drill ever would be this. Make sure to do it fast. And keep the strokes in limit, like this. Now the second stroke is circle, but it's not, it's consecutive circles. It's not standalone. This is another drill. And I am really fond of this drill. The next one, which is this. And for this drill, what I'm doing, I am using my hand, this part of my hand, and surfing it on the paper. All right, and with my pen firmly held in the fingers, I make a circle, and I have to keep repeating it. Okay, but first, before you begin, you practice without ink. So this is called ghost sketching. So I'm just imagining a circle. I'm not making it, and this has to be done before you are about to do calligraphy. So let's start making. Don't stop. Keep making it. Do this for 1 whole minute. All right. If this is done, then we move to the same, the first drill that we talked about, but this time it will be longer. You can create some variations, like this is small, this is slightly taller, and now we make a smaller one. Reverse circle, anti-clockwise. Again, this stroke. And if you don't feel like doing it with ink, grab a pen, uh, keep it posted, keep the head posted, and then just with this action, with the very same action that I did, you just practice, you loosen up the hand muscle, and you will eventually feel lighter while writing calligraphy. So you do this for 10 minutes or 5 minutes before doing calligraphy, and then you begin. So this should last around 5 minutes, ideally, at least 5 minutes to begin with. And you can extend it, and it is highly meditative because uh, calligraphy as an art requires you to breathe, and Vipassana also requires you to breathe. So what it does to your mind, it clears it off, and then in order to get a steady stroke, you see, getting a steady stroke is more to do with, not to do with practice, but more to do with breathing. So if I don't hold my breath, I won't be able to make a straighter line. So I'll make one line without holding the breath, and the next one the opposite. And uh, pay close attention that I will be moving my column very slowly. This is when I'm holding the breath. And let me do it while talking. Sorry, I can't do that. This is without breathing. You can see a very minute difference. Can anybody see? This is a lot straighter than this one. There are ridges here, 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 here. It's not entirely straight. So this is what breathing does in calligraphy. You need to breathe and hold to get this stroke. If that doesn't happen, or if you miss out, then the stroke might be irregular, like this one. Although to some people this might also be like perfect, but it's not. Um, does anybody know graffiti? Graffiti English? Has anybody heard of it or seen it? No? It's something like this. But if you, this is a very Western concept. It came from Western countries like Australia.
सर दिस इज
Yeah.
योर नाम
No,
आपका
this
नाम है
is,
सर
no, I have written graffiti. Double FITI. So graffiti means making alphabets on the wall. And I absolutely love seeing, street style graffitis, and a lot of it is on internet. You can check it out. So people do it with spray paints. But I wanted to experiment and experiment with Devanagari and graffiti. So, is it really possible to do graffiti in Devanagari? So, I mean, we can give it a shot. So it would be something like this. Oh, sorry, I repeated. Let's do vowels. Does that make sense to you? This is, I mean, this is not exactly graffiti. It should technically be done with spray paints, but then you can create your own fonts because you can, I mean, there is a provision for any calligrapher who, let's say, wants to do calligraphy for a script that has not been done yet. And there are a lot of scripts जिनकी calligraphy exist नहीं करती. So some of the scripts could be like Kharoshti, Nandnagari, Grantha, and the earlier ancient scripts. Because Grantha and a lot of age-old scripts like which were used on palm leaves and harder surfaces, they were never done with brushes or pens or inks. They were always done with hammer, a chisel, and probably charcoal. So charcoal would be used for making outlines. And then when they make the charcoal imprints, let's say I want to write Ombur Bhavasava. And then on a piece of rock, I make Ombur Bhavasava with the charcoal. And then I chisel it down with the hammer and the nail that I have. So a lot of scripts are not existing in calligraphy. So you can actually be the person who invents a script or a script in calligraphy, which is calligraphy for an ancient script is what I mean. So you can do that very well, but it should be within limits. It is Had calligraphy, it is not Anhad. And that would eventually be used on computers. So this it would be digitized, and then you will be able to see it on the keyboard. So we have only 5 minutes left. So I will ask all of you to do drills for the homework. Drills, repeat again and again. When you do that, also include consonants, and vowels. This is number 2. Repeat it and send me a photograph of these two. And I also want you to observe and practice with the scale that I talked about. This scale. 5 for the alphabet, 3 for matra, and 3 below again for matra. So this is how your scale should look. All right. Practice this one. Practice this one with the help of this scale. It shouldn't be without the scale. So whenever you're sending me photo, I should be able to see the scale, because I would be able to tell you better how to improve on certain alphabets if you are missing out on something. And lastly, I would want, I mean, if you can give it a shot, I would be elated to see it. The fourth thing would be experiment. Experiment to the best of your knowledge. Because if you don't experiment, your thoughts won't expand artistically. People can do this scale forever, and they would just create really beautiful looking calligraphy pieces. But then at the end of the day, if you can't see emotional expression in an artwork, then I believe it's lacking something. It can't just be beautiful, it has to be more than that. So, with this, I wrap up today's class and open the floor for any questions that you have.
Sir, I have a curiosity.
Yeah, please tell me.
सर, जैसे सबसे सुंदर और सबसे अच्छी स्क्रिप्ट मानी जाती है कैलियोग्राफी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से रंजना स्क्रिप्ट, उसके बारे में सर मैंने गूगल पे सर्च किया था,
हम्म।
तो जो कि नेपाल में जनरली
जी रंजन।
ट्रेडिशनली यूज करती थी जी। तो
जी
अगर
जी।
उसकी कैलियोग्राफी के बारे में आगामी क्लासेस में अगर आप बताएं तो मुझे हम लोग को बहुत अच्छा लगेगा सर।
देखिए, रंजना बताना फिर ये हो जाएगा कि
नहीं सर, देवनागरी में उस स्टाइल को कैसे हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं?
देवनागरी में रंजना को कैसे इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल ये अच्छा आइडिया है। वी कैन ट्राई दैट। हम संडे वाली क्लास में कर सकते हैं।
यस सर, आपको जैसे कंफर्टेबल हो सर।
ठीक है, तो मैं एक दिन उस स्क्रिप्ट के साथ बिताऊंगा, तो मुझे उसका थोड़ा थोड़ा बहुत नेचर समझ आ जाएगा। उससे
जी
क्या होता है ना कि जैसे अगर कोई भाषा मुझे नहीं आती, कोई लिपि मुझे नहीं आती, और दूसरी तरफ एक लिपि है जो मुझे आती है, जैसे
जी
देवनागरी, और दूसरी लिपि जो मुझे नहीं आती वो है खरोष्टी। तो
जी
खरोष्टी को अगर मैं कैलीग्राफ करने जाऊंगा, तो मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ उसके जो अक्षर मुझे दिख रहे हैं, जो लकीरें, जो रेखाएं मुझे दिख रही है, मैं सिर्फ उनमें डूब के वही रिपीट करूंगा। मुझे ये नहीं पता चलेगा कि, समझ लीजिए मैंने दिल अगर लिखना है, तो मैं लिखना चाहता हूँ दिल बनाकर दिल। ठीक है, उसमें दिल भी दिखना चाहिए। जैसे समझ लीजिए बहुत सारे डिजाइनर्स ऐसे पूछते हैं, तो उस उस तरीके के एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए जिसमें आप पिक्चर और अक्षर को एक साथ जोड़ सकते हैं, उसके लिए लिपि आना बहुत जरूरी है, या फिर भाषा मेरे हिसाब से आना बहुत जरूरी है। और अगर आप ये सवाल मुझसे पूछ रहे थे कि मुझे कौन सी सबसे सुंदर स्क्रिप्ट लगती है, वो मेरे लिए अरबिक या उर्दू स्क्रिप्ट कैलिग्राफी में बहुत अव्वल दर्जे की है, क्योंकि उन्होंने, मतलब जिन जिन कंट्रीज में वो कैलिग्राफी रही है ना, वो गुरु शिष्य परंपरा वाली रही है। और उसमें क्या हुआ कि I mean, I think I should be saying this in English. Um, so there's one difference between Islamic calligraphy and the rest of the world. Calligraphy in the rest of the world. Islamic calligraphy was primarily used for writing sacred text. Uh, and we can see a lot of other scripts like English and Mandarin and Hebrew. These also have been used in writing sacred scripts or sacred text. But with Urdu, the measurements are so strict that you can't really break the boundary. So if I have to write, um, only one alphabet. I'll give you one example of Urdu. So if I have to write one alphabet, which is A, or it's called Alif. So Alif would be 7 nuktas long. This should
सर जस्ट अ सेकंड अलिफ के लिए सेम नीब्स ही यूज होती कि अलग वाली
इसके लिए सेम आप यूज कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आपके पास इस तरीके की कलम है जो दोनों तरफ से घूम के आप लिख सकते हैं उसको घुमाकर, तो उसमें आप उर्दू, गुरमुखी, हिंदी, गुजराती सारी स्क्रिप्ट कवर कर सकते हैं।
क्योंकि इंग्लिश के लिए डिफरेंट होता है ना सर?
हाँ, इंग्लिश के लिए स्लाइटली डिफरेंट है, लेकिन आप इंग्लिश भी लिख सकते हैं इससे। आई टेल यू हाउ। मैं अलिफ बनाने के बाद एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूंगा। तो मैं आपको बता रहा था कि अलिफ में 7 नुक्ते आते हैं, तो काउंट करते हैं कितने नुक्ते का ये बना है। 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 nuktas long, and every alif, no matter which guru or ustad is making it, it will always be 7 nuktas long and will always be 1 nukta wide. You see this? That's how Aleph is done. And if I were to write one more alphabet just for the demo purpose, just to give you an idea how things work in Arabic, and this is same for Urdu as well, but Nastaliq script is very different. So I'm making Sa here, or Seam it's called.
The meme also will have same formation and wow.
Yeah. Meme and wow would be wow would be like this.
Oh, I thought it would be a verb. Okay.
Meme would be like this. There are 2 kinds of meme.
Yeah. Very beautiful, sir. Very nice.
So this is meme, and if I were to give you the measurements, it's like this. There's a small space here. This is 2 nuktas wide.
Sir, will you be able to give us this measurement for nuktas for this script too?
I can, but it's one of the most longest calligraphy class. If
Yeah,
that
I
would,
know, sir. That's why I just asked you for this measurement of nuktas, because I know the script, but I don't know how to draw with calligraphy.
okay, I can send you a page that you can refer to, and I think that should really help you. So what
Okay.
this script that I'm writing is Arabic, but particularly when I talk about this style, this is called Khate Suls or Khate Thulut or Thulut. So a lot of Quran that we see are written in Thulut.
The Arabic and Urdu is same or different one?
They are same. They follow the same alphabets. But if I talk about Urdu, there is a script, Urdu script just for Delhi. It's called Dehelvi Urdu or Dehelvi Nastali uh, in the world of calligraphy. And then we also have Lahori Nastalik. So Farsi Nastalik, Nastalik actually came from Farsi, and people who adopted that script, they stylized it according to their region. So if I write Aleph in Nastalik, or especially Delhi Nastalik, would be somewhere like this. This and this is how you make nukta in Nastalik. And always a Aleph in Nastalik would be 4 nuktas long. And if I write Aleph in Kufi script, Kufi is the oldest form of Arabic that has been found. It's more than 1200 years old. So Aleph in Kufi would be like this. This should be 3 nuktas wide and 1 nukta deep. And meme in Nastalik would be like this. I make a nukta and then drag it like this. So I hope this is clear for you. And I will take just 1 more minute because I would really want to show English calligraphy. Because it's just a second. Let me grab a piece of paper. So the font that I'm writing is called Gothic, and I will write Gothic with this one. So let's just a second.
So these are called black letters too?
Yeah, black letter. That's good. You have an idea. I won't be able to fit the C, but I hope you get the idea. So that's how you can write Gothic, and you can also write italics with it. Italics would be slightly like this. So last night I was experimenting with Brahmi calligraphy. If you can see, if you can identify people who know Brahmi script. Anyway, this would be the last demo, and then we wrap up the class. So let's go with G. That's italics for you. All right. So I will see you all tomorrow, and you can still ask me a question if you have any.
Seems there are no more questions. All are mesmerized with the beauty you have shown in calligraphic art. Thank you so much, Mayank sir. So we will wrap up the
Very much,
class.
sir.
Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow at same time. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
care.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
ma'am.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.